Hi, I'm Shannon Pettit, and I'm excited to be part of Amazing Give this year to talk about my passion, school counseling. A day in the life of a school counselor starts when we arrive early at school. How will we fit into this day, this week, and this school year as much effective school counseling services as we can? Some days we spend our time in the morning planning how to deliver school-wide preventative programming for mental health, developmental, academic, career, or personal social topics. For example, in March, we gave daily tips for coping with anxiety on the school news. In March, my co-counselor organized for both of us to go into every 8th grade English language arts class to talk with the students and give guidance about transition to high school and upcoming high school registration. And she's also planning a parent night on the same topic in early April. Recently, we had the opportunity to send a few students to Santa Fe College in partnership with My Brother's Keeper, made possible by our Director of School Counseling, Dr. Tony Griffin. All of those kinds of services require extra planning time. There are seasonal emphases to coordinate as well, such as Start With Hello, a school safety program in September, and Red Ribbon Week for substance abuse prevention in October. Other days, either my co-counselor or I work with community partners to meet student needs. She manages the PALS program in partnership with UF Health that provides therapeutic intervention to students at our school. I'm privileged to work with Food for Kids backpack program of North Florida to help kids with food insecurity. Either of us at different times will spend some of our planning time in the morning making or following up on student counseling referrals to one of our many awesome community agencies in Gainesville. Some mornings we work with reports to check in on data about school-wide trends, groups of students, or individual students' data. We're part of teams that complete functional behavior assessments to better support our students. And we work closely with the deans and administrators to evaluate the effectiveness of school-wide and individualized interventions, using data to make sure we're reaching all students. The school day hasn't even started yet, and we've gotten some of our most proactive planning of the day done. Once the contract day begins, my co-counselor and I usually each facilitate parent meetings to advocate for students' needs and collaborate with parents and teachers. On other mornings, one of my personal highlights is serving as a co-advisor for a student club before school. In the fall, I also got to work with my students as a coordinator and coach for Heart and Soul in connection with our Girls on the Run of Alachua County. Another thing I love about school counseling is the fun of working with kids. Sometimes kids will stop me in the lunchroom to tell me a joke, make me laugh, or show me a tricky math riddle that they created. Middle school kids are full of energy and they often share their enthusiasm with us. Every day is unique, and that's something I love about school counseling. The day goes fast as we respond to student needs, help alongside other staff to provide supervision in the hallways and at lunch, and schedule groups and individual students to see. Seeing kids' resilience and growth is another rewarding part of school counseling. A kid lets me know that they've brought up their grade, or a student who was stressed out and behind in their work starts to catch up and feel better about their classes. A new kid has made some friends. So many kids are dealing with stressors, and they don't want to bother the adults in their lives with their problems and feelings. It's good to know that we were able to listen and offer care about what they're experiencing. And kids amaze me each day with their strength and resilience. Before the day ends, each of us will almost always spend some time collaborating with educators in the building. A teacher might stop by to let us know that one of their students lost a family member, or they may let us know that somebody wrote something concerning in an essay. We may work with the school nurse or the school resource officer to make sure that a child is safe, or we may conduct a threat assessment or a Title IX investigation. As you can see, one of the main challenges of school counseling is managing our time efficiently. School counseling stretches me, like all school counselors, to stay sharp to make ethical judgment calls while juggling many competing and often urgent needs. The American School Counselor Association's research shows that school counseling ratios matter, and they impact virtually every metric that schools use to measure student success, including graduation rates, attendance, achievement, discipline referrals, and college applications. the ideal school counselor to student ratio based on their analysis of meta studies and other research is 250 students to one school counselor. That ratio was determined to assure that all students, especially underserved students, have access to their school counselor. In fact, edtrust.org says that Black students are more likely than white students to identify their school counselor as the person who had the most impact on their thinking about post-secondary education. Currently, Florida has too few school counselors overall, and on top of that, students of color or students in poverty have even less access to school counselors. When I was thinking about a second career, I wanted to be able to help people, but I wanted to help within the framework of a professional skill set. School counseling, I believe, has the professional skill set to help kids take advantage of the opportunities that school provides. School counseling is just one of the critical educational professions that helps achieve Alachua County Public Schools' mission of success for every student in a positive, safe learning environment. But it is the profession that I know and practice each day.